Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming to hang out here on 20 Sides to Every Story. We're going to get started real shortly here with this will be our final session of Ruins of Symbaroum. This is our fourth session, I think, playing with these characters. We started, I guess they call it the Copper Crown campaign. I think these four or the two modules that we were running, if you combine those with the introduction, they kind of call that the Copper Crown series. So um, we have been having a lot of fun with it. This is basically the fifth edition rules version of Symbaroum. And yeah, it's been, I think, a solid way to kind of explore the world and do so while um, playing in a familiar rules system, so that we can kind of just enjoy the setting and the all the information. There's very dense lore. It's a lot of fun to kind of explore and see unravel. If this is your first time coming and hanging out with us, we would enjoy having you in our Discord server. So I'll pop the link to that in the chat if you'd like to join there. There's a lot of people that offer games to our communities. We have an LFG channel that you could peruse and try to link up with other people that are playing all sorts of TTRPGs. And the other thing I will say at the start here is we are still raising some money for the Center for Suicide Awareness. And hi, Arthur. My son just walked into the room. And you probably even see him because, that's kind of where things are at right now. So you might hear him. He's probably going to be playing with some things in the background. But we are raising some money for the Center for Suicide Awareness. And so if you'd like to donate, you could do so through our Tiltify link there. And you could donate rerolls, wandering encounters, healing boons, whatever you'd like to tilt fortunes in a direction of your choice. We did raise up. I think we're up to like $550 that we raised, and I said if we got to 500, I'd run a Halloween themed adventure to kind of close out the fundraiser. So we're going to be doing that on October 30th. I will run. It's a DCC RPG third party thing that I came across probably like 10 years ago and just have never gotten a chance to run. But it's a mashup of um I guess it would be Prince Charming is Cinderella, right? Yeah. So it's a mashup of that and Frankenstein. It looks pretty wild. So it seemed like the kind of campy, good Halloween fun that we could maybe have. So I'm probably going to need players. So if you jump into the Discord server, I'm sure you could land a spot in that game if you want. So yeah, I think we'll get started here with the game, and I've already kind of nudged Gabe to see if he would be down with giving us a little recap of how did we get here and what's the story? What are we doing? How did we get here?
Well, so this group of adventurers, after discovering who was the mysterious murderer behind a series of gruesome murders in Thurstal Hold, figure out they had to do with the expedition of a doomed expedition that recovered a crown, what Alex was referring as for the Copper Crown campaign, from a tomb deep inside Davokar. So what we did last time was uh, uh, basically go through the land and get to the point where that mission found the crown originally. On the spot, there was already a mission from Ordo Magica to do their own research on other stuff and specifically the tomb as well. So as we got there, we helped a bunch of the survivals from the mission to basically they were besieged by wild beasts. We defeat the beast and we save the two remaining members of the expedition from Ordo Magica. Then with them, we went back to their base camp, which at this point we found it to be basically desolated. The main part of it was an old stone fort, probably dating back from the Symbaroum times. And at this stage, it was occupied by a tribe of goblins who basically wanted to trade. And guess what? We traded, and we learned that of the 9 members of the expedition that were left here, 8 were dead and one has gone insane. Now, the 8 that are dead appear to have been killed by some sort of encroaching darkness who that killed them. The only survivor claims he did not die because some kind of being, angelic being, in the shape of a spidery creature, I guess, came and offered to save him in exchange for not clear what, but in exchange for something. So after discovering all this and now being persuaded that we should make ourselves safe by the spider being as well, we found this guy's diary, which gives us geographical hints as to where the rest of the expedition went and where the tomb is. So as we start this session, we are in front of the tomb and we're about to venture in.
Yes. And so that is where we are starting off. I think it's fair to say that the main objective that brought you here is to return that skull that is infused with the crown, to try to avert any more corruption befalling anybody. Um, but maybe a secondary thing at this point is maybe to rescue and save any survivors, because you do know that. Um, oh, I'm blanking on her name. Senia, I want to say.
Xenia, yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Whoa, thanks for the gems, man! Had come here with maybe a couple of the other Ordo Magica people to kind of dig around and learn what they can and everything. And yes, Arthur, you need to go upstairs. My mom. Give me 1 second. I'm going to escort him upstairs. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Well, what are we thinking about doing first?
Well, you're pretty good about investigating usually before we just go barging in, right? Maybe reading
Yeah.
what might have happened here.
Yeah, yeah. I just found out that I had a feat that I could have gained a bonus action to add a ranged die to my ranged attack roll, or your weapon damage if you succeed.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Well, it says 2 uses, so I guess. Hmm,
Oh, so it's something like you get a certain number of uses of it a day?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, yes. So sorry about that. So you right now, like you've journeyed here to the tomb. Your approach to the area, following your map, would have taken you through the forest, and eventually you would have come upon basically this large clearing, and in it you would have seen, this large hill covered with brush and it's grass covered. Probably you wouldn't think to look for a tomb if not for the map, because like this just looks like a hill in the middle of a clearing. But as you kind of search around, you would eventually have come to where you are here on the map, and you would see that there are basically two uh, stone doors that mark presumably the entrance to Hurrian, uh, the old Hurrian Lo Apac, the Symbaroum king, his tomb. And one of the doors is cracked open. So a sign that somebody either came or left and didn't care to close the door behind them. You would probably also notice, even from a distance, that these two main doors, there are kind of almost like, I don't know, hieroglyphics is the right word, but like pictographic kind of little symbols all around the, um, I guess, the arch of the doorway.
Is there a way that I can read that?
You want to move forward?
Yes.
Sure. You could make a investigation check.
That's a 15.
Okay.
Oh no,
These
sorry, that's a 19. 19. Sorry,
19.
forgot the plus 4.
There's a couple of different symbols that you see throughout here. There's one that kind of marks like a crown, one that maybe would be associated with like a spider, another with a toad, another with you just kind of you start to kind of collect all of the writings, and he's taken some time to investigate and look all this over. Is there anything that the rest of you are doing while he's trying to piece together what these runes might mean?
I guess Val could take a look at signs of recent passage. Like I know we expect to see signs of potentially the expedition coming here, but seeing the confirmation, I guess could help.
Yeah. How about a survival check?
Okay, so level coming.
And so in the meantime, while you're kind of meandering around looking about, you would be able to confirm like definitely some foot traffic that had come into this area. Maybe like numbers are kind of hard to put together, but maybe I'll kind of quantify it by groups. Like there was like one group that definitely came through this area probably quite a while ago. Like you're finding maybe some evidence of some like broken branches and such, like kind of wading through the forest to get to this point, and then only then can you kind of make um kind of detect some traffic that went to the tomb. But there are other tracks as well, some that are more recent that seem to have both gone in and come out. So maybe we're talking like two distinct groups. One that fits the timeline of when Senia's group would have came out here. I'll put it in those terms. And then another that is like a unknown. Like could be her group, but not but it's
Hmm.
more recent. And numbers each one probably ballpark like a group of maybe like 4 to 5 to 6, like a smaller group like that. And all um I think you rolled high enough that I think the tracks themselves are like boot print on earth. No no animal claws or anything like that. You're talking humanoids that wear footwear.
So if I get this right, the group of Xenia would have come earlier, and then closer to now, some other group unknown to us went back in and came back out. Do I get this right?
Yeah, maybe more recent. Like if I'm just gonna say like 9 to 10 days ago for Senia's group, and then fresher prints that in the past couple days.
Hmm.
And anything Vesper that you're up to during this time while they're checking these things out?
Sure. With my old eyes, I'm just scanning around looking to see if anybody's watching us or, if there's any threats because they look kind of busy, so I'll just have my bow out looking around.
Yeah, perception check.
Oh, and that one I have to roll actual dice for? Okay. I push the button on my character sheet and I'm like, "Oh, that's not working."
Oh, okay. Yeah, the numbers don't.
A 14, a 14
14.
with my -1 to perception.
You're scanning around. It's pretty still, pretty quiet. Um, this place feels very ancient, and when you come into it, um, it's kind of like you know, like wildlife, like the birds and such, seem to be kind of keeping away from this area. You hear them out in the woods, like nearby, but as for like right in front of you, nothing. And as you look
Mm.
back and you're kind of scanning like the tree line, just trying to see if anybody's creeped up on you or maybe looking for evidence of that creeping darkness, which seems to like, kind of kill plant life and everything. You don't see any phenomenon like that. Um, and as we go back to Dario, at this point, like we'll say it probably takes you at least 10-15 minutes to kind of piece all of this together. Um, but you can make some meaning out of these symbols, and one would be that this is definitely the vault of a king, and it would seem that it is one that has some stories behind it. Um, Stories of like mythological proportions, like god
Mm-hmm.
killing.
Mm-hmm.
So these runes um, speak of Hurrian Lo Apac having earned his throne by outsmarting the spider goddess Oroke and besting maybe not a god exactly, but like a titan, if that makes sense. Like something that lives here in the world and is kind of uh, exaggerated. Maybe not exaggerate. It's not the right word, but a unique character called the a toad by the name of Drat Araka. Um, and if you start talking about these things, certainly Val will probably know of similar folk stories or like analogous folk stories in the barbarian culture, and Vesper might be, you know, just your knowledge of folklore of the different peoples in this area would probably there'd be things familiar about it, but maybe not associated with this exact character, if that makes sense. Um, there
Yeah.
is uh, there is something else the in the script that you find. Um, on the doors themselves. So like the runes and everything are kind of around the door, but
Mm-hmm.
you've been spending some time by these doors. You'll notice there's some like moss and just kind of dirt that kind of filled in crevices on the door. You kind of brush that away, and you'll see that there's script there as well. And this is probably more akin to language than pictographic storytelling. Like it's something of a language that maybe you've encountered before. You can kind of piece it together to roughly translate into um, when the steadfast at the gate of the king signs for prayer, bends their knee in adoration, the path uh, shall be opened to tear-filled pleasure and joy.
Mm. So Dario would be, he'd be mumbling to himself, and then he'd say, "Okay, say a prayer and kneel." Like he would just like think it to himself, not say anything, and then the other two would see Dario get really quiet and then take a knee. And what happens now?
Uh, Nothing seems to happen.
Nothing? Okay. Then I'm just gonna get up and push on through.
Gary, I wasn't taking you for the religious type.
How do you know what I was doing?
Maybe he was just looking at the pictures at the bottom of the.
Yeah, I dropped something on the ground. I gotta pick it up.
Gotcha. No, but seriously, what does those signs mean?
Oh, it's saying the legend of a king. Definitely a king is buried here, and there's surrounding tales of his defeating a spider goddess and some sort of toad creature. You know, it's like a legend, but
But
yeah,
it
I
is
think we need to
not.
head inside.
I mean, if we believe Tonsil, he might have come across the same spider being or something similar.
That's the thing that bit him, right?
Perhaps. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that the stories talk
No.
about a spider something, and then right before coming here, we're told about a spider angel.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Spiders
don't believe in
lay lots of
coincidences.
eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
the
true.
spider goddess has a descendant.
Mm. So, but obviously, if this king struck down this spider goddess, then this spider goddess may not be helpful at this point. She's trying to get back at him in some way.
Well, I have no intention of knowing intimately the spider creature, so I think we should stick with the plan.
Mm-hmm.
The door to the tomb appears to be open, almost inviting, perhaps. They enter into the darkness.
Well,
Well,
should we light something up on our
Oh
way?
yeah,
Yeah, carry a
light a
lantern or
torch.
something? Oh, a torch.
What do we got?
I have a hooded lantern. That's I've got my little like, but if you want to carry a torch, that's probably better.
I got nothing, guys. So
You know, I think when the thing erased, when our stuff erased, I forgot to put back all the stuff that we had. What was in the explorers pack? That has something, right? That's
I'm
Uh,
got
uh,
checking, but it
if you want
doesn't
to say
seem.
you've got a torch, I'm happy to say you have a torch and you can light one up.
yeah. Okay. Definitely, I would have had a torch. Torches.
So we got a torch
Yeah,
and a
it
lantern
seems
now.
weird that we would go to a tomb and you would
Yeah.
not bring torches
Yeah.
along
To
or
go
any
into
light source.
Davakar. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
because once we get into dark Davakar, there's no light coming in. I mean, I don't know how far we're gonna go, but
All right. So you're all moving forward and stepping into the tomb.
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
why not?
We have to start somewhere.
All right. So as you step in, your light starting to flood this first chamber that you enter into. There is a huge mosaic across the room on the northern side. Um, Passages to the east and to the west. There seems to be a staircase descending down to the left side there. But your attention is probably drawn towards sort of a mess in the center of the chamber. Um,
Ooh.
One of these, two of them appear to be bodies in various states of repose, and another, I would say, probably right here, appears to be a suit of armor with a short sword kind of discarded nearby.
Mm. I want to check out that suit of armor.
All right, you move ahead, and you can see that there is a empty, scorched suit of metal armor. No body inside of it. There are two short swords that lay on the floor near it, dark with dried blood. Um,
If if I look around the room, is there anything in the mosaic that looks like it could spout fire or anything along the walls?
uh, do a perception check.
Oh, sorry guys, I shouldn't do these perception checks.
Mm.
Oh, well, I rolled an 18, so 17.
Uh, so the mosaic itself kind of depicts a king who's wearing a crown that looks very similar to the one that is affixed to the skull in your possession. He holds in his hand this like uh, very large, ornate spear, and kind of flanking him are just like a number of like other almost like noble looking figures, each of them kind of kneeling and presenting almost like each of them like a different gift in their hands, but he's like the central focus. um Sort of a landscape that kind of looks like the surrounding area, but the trees are very young, very bright. It doesn't really look like the Davakar that know where the trees are really tall and just kind of creates that perpetual darkness or dimness. But beyond that, as you're looking at it, you don't see anything that would be like little holes or anything that could allow any kind of bursts of
Okay.
fire, flame, or anything like that. Although, Dario, if you wish, you could do a perception check as you're examining that armor.
Personal. Ooh, 14
You would note there are scorch marks on the inside of the armor as well, not just the outside.
on the inside. I'd show them. How could there be scorch marks on the inside?
Maybe it's a spontaneous combustion
Oh
thing.
my god, spontaneous combustion.
I mean, I've heard of it in the
Yeah.
right circumstances or the wrong ones, depending who the person is and how much you like them.
Mm.
So does it look like what seemed to have killed those two people? Like weapons or something else?
You want
Like
to
fire doesn't.
you want to start with that one?
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check.
Ah, I have no idea. They are alive.
Um, the body, there's a considerable amount of blood on the floor near the body. Um, and I would say they've got a lot of wounds up and down their flesh. So it looks like they bled out.
A fighting happened, guys.
Yeah, I would say like just examining the body and how much blood there is, and like looking at the wounds, like definitely a casualty of a battle.
And
And
this one
but
must
they're
have
not
been some
dressed
sort of.
like Ordo Magica, right? We can
Uh,
exclude.
no, they do actually.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Because you met like you've met a couple of them, and it's like a pretty standard um kind of robe or whatever that they wear. This one's wearing like leather armor underneath it, but they're wearing that like robe, and there's I'm trying to think if there's like a well, like you probably can't confirm it like 100%, but just based on how they're dressed, you're like 90% sure that this is probably a member of Senia's expedition. Um, you do another medicine check if you want to examine the other body.
Yes. I can. I hope to do better than 6. Come on. Come on. Oh.
This one is fairly decomposed, so you're not too. It's not as obvious as the other. Um,
Mm.
so, but you can conclude that this person died certainly more than a month ago. There's
and
not
not dehydrated
there's not
like.
as much of an odor coming from this body as the other one that's kind of rotting over there.
And it's not dehydrated like like the bodies and the uh that were in the keep.
I would say no. No.
Okay.
I think that was probably a very striking thing to see and very exaggerated. So, probably as
Mm.
soon as you see these bodies, you could tell that there's no linkage there.
I don't know about the armor, but I would have to guess that that's Umbrian. I don't think that folk use armor such as that one. Not in Davokar.
Mm.
Wouldn't make any sense. What do you think, Dario?
All I know is that I'm trying to think if I should use this armor.
I mean, as long as you're
Obviously,
not planning to get roasted alive, it didn't seem to do
I
much
was
good
about
for
to
this.
say, yeah, I was about to say, well, it had to have been some sort of spell, right? Something.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm
Is
gonna
your
take that.
you want to pick it
I'm
up?
gonna take. Yeah, I want to pick it up.
Yep,
Do
no
I die
problem.
a horrible, gruesome death?
Not yet. No.
Not
Pick
yet.
it up. It's cold to the touch.
Ooh.
You maybe though once you pick it up, note that there are engravings on the breastplate. Um,
Oh, okay.
and
What are they?
you could do an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay, that's good too. That is a 19.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
They're arcane runes. And while not exactly the same, they would be similar to a flame. What is it called? Flaming servant spell. So elemental magic that would conjure uh, like a servant or a minion to your aid.
Huh. Okay. That might come in handy.
You probably would note that the carvings, they're 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 not similar because they appear to be almost like an older version of the spell. Like some of the runes are similar to more modern arcane symbols, but they're like very ancient, antiquated. And while you're
Okay.
taking in that information, Val, it's been pretty quiet since you entered into this first chamber, but with your passive perception, you hear a noise kind of drifting from this passageway over here. It sounds like there's kind of two sounds that you hear. One would be maybe a faint draft, like wind kind of whistling past like a tunnel or an opening. But then there's like a second sound that seems to be kind of being carried by that draft into this room, and it sounds like sounds kind of like a little bit of a scratching sound, but maybe almost like a python being wedged into rock, like almost like a tapping sound of metal on stone.
I alert the others to this. I say, guys, listen. Points to the east. And I guess I'll position myself to guard in case anything were to come towards us.
Yeah, and you can look down there. It's just a kind of a tight little tunnel that seems to go maybe, I don't know, 30 feet or so to the east, and then kind of curves out of sight. But the sound seems to be kind of coming from further,
Further.
and it's not very rhythmic. Like it's not very consistent. It'll kind of tap 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 tap, a little bit of scratching, and then stop.
Yeah,
And
that
there's just
sounds
like
like
a
some
sense
sort
of
of.
unease about that.
Yeah. Let's go the other way.
based on the absence of sound. You mean, Dario?
Yes, I don't want to go where there's some sort of tapping and scratching.
Well, and would you think the tomb itself be further down? Like, where would this king's ultimate resting ground be? Because that's my goal. Find that place
Yeah.
as quickly as possible
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and get out, right? So,
I would say
would
let's
you
go down.
think that would be down?
Yes.
All right.
Then I vote down as well.
Kind of marching order do you want to put yourselves in?
Well, I don't want to go first, but I don't
How about you
mind
go in the
going
middle?
last.
How about you go in the middle, Vesper,
Oh, in
and
the
I
middle?
bring the
Okay.
air? Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna give you 15, 20 feet because I'm incredibly paranoid about the noise that we're living at our back. So I'll just basically walk very, very slowly and always checking behind me.
Sounds good. If you want, you can all move yourselves forward to the bend there, and then continue heading north, and you'll enter the next room.
Oh,
It's fairly
more.
clear of cobwebs and such. Might be a little dusty, but as you're traversing the passageway, it eventually opens up into another chamber. This one has a mosaic on both the east and the west, and there is a large copper um, door straight ahead. And this one also has kind of those hieroglyphic symbols both to the left and the right of the doorway, and then also over kind of the archway at the top.
Mm.
In the center of the chamber, there is a body, but it is sort of dismembered and strewn about. Arm over there, right arm maybe 10 feet away from that one, a leg, and a foot, not that belong to the same body, but they're just thrown about in kind of a haphazard kind of way. Um,
It doesn't look like it exploded the body or no. Like
you want to make a medicine check?
sure, sure. I'm not good with medicine though, but
Maybe you can do
oh,
better than Val. So no worries.
nah, doubtful, doubtful. 13.
Definitely better.
Not really exploded. It looks like cut. Like it looks like the
Oh
various
God,
appendages and such have been cut.
maybe like a ritual type thing. I'll take a look at the
Yeah,
writing on
that's
the
weird.
yeah on the doorway, the
Writing
wall
on the
looking.
doorway.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go look at that mural while you're doing that.
And that's a 16.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this to mean, well, so you're looking at both like kind of the left and the right currently, and what you can tell about these symbols is it appears to be a list of vassals to the king. They're like like different people essentially, like
Mhm.
names, and each symbol is like represents like a different clan or a different nation within whatever the structure of Symbaroum politics was 2,000 years ago or whatever. Um, Vesper, you were looking at one of the murals,
Yeah, I just thought I would just take a look and see while he's looking at the door.
looking at the east one. That
Mm-hmm.
uh, It's a nice, almost like top down kind of image painting of like a forested area. Um, you can give me a perception check as you're looking it over. Yeah, you're getting all the perceptions, aren't you?
I know.
But you
But I'm not
pass.
rolling terribly.
No, um, I don't know why, but it strikes you that this is like a depiction of this very area that you've been traversing around. But it's not. The trees that are depicted again, kind of like in the first one, are very young and very small, and um, like it, there's sort of a little settlement that is kind of off to the western side of this like quote unquote map. Maybe that's where your goblin friends were hanging out. And it's a little bit larger than this direct area. There's also little markers on it that maybe suggest where like other settlements, other maybe other kings ruled. There's some like dotted lines kind of in there to kind of suggest boundaries and such. Um, so it's some kind of a mix of almost a picturesque painting that somebody did of the area, but also has like kind of political things from the
Okay.
time intermixed with it. Their meanings
It's
and
like
everything
it's like a
basically lost to time.
museum.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Or a map. I think we should copy it. That could be valuable.
Oh,
Anybody
Uh,
good
well,
with maps?
looking in my bag to see if I have anything that I could even copy it onto. I don't really.
Then we need
I
to
have a
commit to
burglar's
memory.
pack. It doesn't have much.
Guys,
no.
this could be important.
Oh,
People
Yeah.
might want
yeah.
to pay to know where other settlements are.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody
But
Can I take a look at the body again?
you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah. Let me get a closer view since I just and check the body for any kind of weird thing or any kind of intelligence.
Like, is the body intelligent?
No, like
Oh,
if there's any
it's dead. You poke it
no,
in.
like
It's not good enough.
anything in its clothing, any like
You find some objects. You find two short swords strewn about the mess, a dagger, uh, like 6 shillings,
take that.
and I guess the most interesting thing that you find is it almost looks like it's written on like the back of a bar tab from the salons of Symbaroum, and
Ooh.
it's like a it looks like a contract of like the this individual apparently was maybe hired at the bar because part of the payment is a certain number of tankards of stut from the bar in question. Uh, and so yeah,
Wow.
meager
Huh.
meager salary for an explorer, but
Can you
it
believe this?
it looks like a contract probably whipped up over some late night at the salon.
Unbelievable. This
so this is
guy
how
gave
Ordo
he gave up his whole
Magica.
life just
Yeah.
for just for beer. What a but you know what? There's this paper here. Let's maybe mark down this map. You know, like take like a little quick.
30 use of the Silence of Symbarum's note. That's great. So Alex, what about the mosaic to the west? So the east is kind of this geographical, political representation.
Yeah, the other one shows a uh, a man wearing golden armor who has impaled a spear, and hoisted it. Uh, he's impaled. Let's make sure I get it right. It's just like a human, another individual that's dressed in black robes. The individual is carrying a black crown, and he's got his spear in his chest, and has like just used his like superhuman strength to like hold him aloft in the air at the end of the shaft of the spear. Um, the other thing in the image is that further to the right, kind of standing out of eye shot of the golden one, is this humongous, monstrous toad-like creature that almost seems as
Very
if
nice.
it's like rushing toward him. And when you look at that toad-like creature and the way it's hunched over and standing, you're like, "Holy shit. That looks exactly like that skeletal thing in the square back at Thistlehold." Like the thing that nobody knows what it is, right?
Yeah.
The resemblance is like uncanny. Like the hunch and everything is like perfect.
Wow.
Um
So Dario,
you
what killed this guy here? Like this is a empty room, one passage in, one door out.
It,
Door is
it
closed.
yeah, yeah, it just looks like this guy was chopped to pieces. And I don't know, that's so it doesn't match with anything that's going on in the in the mosaics.
Val, there's one other thing. Could you give me an investigation check?
Not great.
Okay. You just notice there is an incredible amount of detail that the artist has put into this mosaic. You think that you see like in addition to the Thistlehold, you know, toad
Creature.
skeleton, there's another thing that harkens back to Thistlehold, because you think you see like the bronze well that's in the same square is like depicted in this artwork. Almost as if
Wait,
like maybe this painting is supposed to be the
pistols.
square
What
of
was what was Thistlehold?
what would become Thistlehold, yeah.
So wait, so what you're suggesting is that that toad in Thistlehold memorializes the defeat of this creature by King Hurrian,
Hmm.
if I get this right.
It could be. Although just like the depiction in this mosaic is that King Hurrian is about to be attacked from behind by the toad.
Oh,
Like he's got his attention on this rival or whoever it is, cultist. He's about to be attacked by the big giant monster behind him.
Mm. But he's got that spear.
He's got that spear. He'll be
He'll
fine.
turn around.
Does the crown on the black robed person look like the crown that's on the skull that Dario's carrying around?
There is a resemblance that it's hard to shake that as you look at them. You know, the thing is like kind of really uh kind of corroded and it's affixed to that skull and everything, but when you hold it
Mhm.
up, like you can't help but think it's got to be intentionally be the same.
Hmm. Interesting that the man was as strong as he was, even without. I would have thought maybe the crown gave him powers because it fused to his skull. But if this is how he got the crown, he was pretty strong before he even got it.
but so if this black robe other had a crown, I have to suppose that he defeated it. So in the mosaic, does the simulacra of King Kurian have a crown on it in that specific mosaic yet, or no?
No.
Okay, so this could be the story through which he claimed the crown and became a king.
Yeah, yeah. That
Like
would
I'm
be that's it would be in a tomb of a king, like the story, the exploits of the king, right? And then here on this door here you have other what was it? Other lords, that vassals that served him.
and that makes sense because the first mosaic shows him surrounded by penitent, revering people,
Hmm.
nobles. So this
Yep.
must have been his retinue, so to speak.
Hmm.
And now that I think about it, it would make sense to have the main ground of the tomb being the place where his right hand people would be buried, guarding materially and potentially also functionally the final resting place of the king down.
Mm.
But we went down here.
Hmm.
That's already one level down. So I don't know. Is it, so basically, my question is: does the door lead to the tombs of the king's vassals? In which case, we could potentially avoid exploring it,
Hmm.
or are we already at the level below where the king would be himself would be interred?
Well, I don't think we have a choice. I don't want to go back to where whatever that was over there on the to the east.
Wait, didn't you say something at the entrance of the tomb that something about kneeling down and the way would be revealed?
No, I
What
was
was
picking something up off the
Oh,
floor.
he didn't tell us what he
he
read.
didn't tell us? Okay, so I
No,
cannot have this discussion. Okay,
unless you read minds. No,
no, I don't
probably
read
not.
minds. I don't read minds. So, okay, well then,
Yeah, what?
big quick rewind. Yes, I don't see any other alternative.
I'm kind of puzzled about this body. It looks strewn about like a wild animal, but you said it was cut. So
Mhm.
that seems very strange to me.
Have
There must.
you attempted a medicine check? You have not, right?
No, but I'm
No,
sick
we
of doing
haven't.
wisdom things, so I'm not
Okay,
even trying to.
I will do it. I will do it. I cannot roll poorly 4 times in a row, right?
Yeah,
Can
you
I?
can.
Oh my goodness
That guy is
gracious.
dead, and his
Oh
body
my
is
god.
everywhere.
Almost a 20. Almost a
Somebody
20.
Oh,
sawed
how
him into
sad.
pieces and just dropped him here.
It must be
Does
some
it
sort of
look like
cult.
any kind of
It
ritual?
must
Because
be.
Dario
Yeah.
had said it might look like, is this a ritual? Does it look like a ritual?
Um, I guess I'll say this: it's kind of randomly placed in the room. There's no altar. There's no, probably not. Like,
Okay.
Mm.
I don't think there's any component other than a dead, dismembered body that would tie it to ceremony of any kind.
It's just weird.
Ah,
It's just
is
weird,
it
I
yeah.
mean,
missing any
it.
specific parts? Because I know we had in
Mm,
the solving of the murder had seen parts missing
When
for
you
spells.
the glands.
when you look
Yeah.
maybe more specifically and you ask that specific question, I'll say there's too many parts here for the just be one person. There's one torso, there's one head, but there's a couple of other arms maybe in the mix.
Okay.
Jesus.
I mean, I don't even have to roll medicine to recognize
God.
there's too many arms for one person, right? That's
Jeez.
hopefully I can figure that out. All right.
It's more
Oh,
like there's one body with all of the obvious things around it, but as you start to look around the room, you'll see that there's actually other discarded like bones and things like that.
So me,
Guys, I
so
have
they
a
cut.
question for us.
Ugh.
Like, what lives in an ancient thousands years old tomb and kills and dismembers adventurers that is alive? And yeah, that doesn't make any sense, guys.
No.
It sounds
No.
like a riddle. Are you telling us a riddle?
No, I'm just saying, like, what? Okay, I would expect guardians to the tomb, right? But not after thousands of years. Like,
Mm,
what is functioning thousands of years after the fact as a guardian to the tomb? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
mm.
Like, if
Unless
there's
there's
traps,
traps, right? Like
but
traps that
traps
could
don't
chop
dismember.
somebody. It could if
No,
they're cut. What if like a slicey thing comes out of the ceiling or the
I know,
walls?
but you would have all the parts of the bodies that fell here, not just random ones.
Unless somebody just loses an arm and runs off and still survives.
Is there any evidence, Alex, here that would sustain the hypothesis of some sort of mechanical traps moving around on the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor, and
I'm
chopping
gonna,
people
yeah,
off?
I want to like kneel down and just kind of look around
Yeah,
for
both of
traps.
both of you could do investigations checks as you start to really scrutinize the room, floor, walls, and ceiling. Okay, who
Oh,
did
Now,
that?
nice
now I would roll a
job.
crit.
Now you get the 20.
Oh, we both got 20s. All
Yeah.
right.
I
So
didn't roll a 20, but I got a 20.
your search will eventually bring you kind of near the door, and both of you will maybe make the same determination that there are niches in the ceiling, two in the ceiling, two in the floor, almost invisible. Like it must be some trickery of the stonework or something that has kind of creates like almost like an optical illusion that you don't see it. But now that you found it, there's definitely grooves there that could be concealing like a blade trap or something like that.
Mm.
I
Dario,
think we
don't
solved
open
your
that
riddle,
door.
pal.
Yeah, don't open that door, Dario.
The other thing I would
Hmm.
say,
You know
Val,
what?
because you've got a pretty high passive, like you got a 13 passive perception, right?
Do I? Yes.
When, um, so there are runes on the left and to the right of that door. There's also a set of runes at the top of the door. The ones on the left and the right seem pretty dusty and kind of dirty, whereas the ones at the top, kind of along the molding, I guess, a stone archway, those like seem like they've been kind of like cleared out of grime.
So someone was studying these and cleaning, making sure that you could read it properly.
Mm. Hmm.
Can you read it?
You know what? Let me check that out. And let me.
That would
Uh,
be
I'm gonna drag my finger along that
okay.
the one that's clear.
The grooves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then and then I will kneel.
As you do that, the door pops open.
Oh! Okay. Val, why don't you go ahead?
I feel a little bit hesitant to do that. But
Okay.
this is the second time that you show religious reverence today, so I'll let you go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna put the torch in the doorway a little bit there.
There's
Do I
another
see any?
passage, kind of very similar to the one that you just came from to get into this room. Goes about maybe, again, like 20, 30 feet, and then hooks 90 degrees to the east.
Okay, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. Oh, oops. Oh, there's stairs.
And then there are
Um,
stairs that lead up.
It's all good.
if he gets through, should we follow? I'm gonna
Yeah.
go on my old knees and walk on my knees through the doorway because I don't know what this is about, but it works. So I don't want to. I'm a little dwarf and
As
woman getting through the doorway.
as you kind of start to stumble through there, going rather slowly,
Yeah.
Val, you hear footsteps coming up behind you,
Oh, close that door.
and
Guys,
there are four individuals that walk in. All of them have kind of like black, dirty garb on, cowled, and they step in and they say, "I told you, boys. I told you the spider told us that they would lead us here, that they would
Oh,
open the way."
fucker.
And the one who's speaking is the one towards the very back. And they look over to you, Val, and they just say, "Thank you. You've done a great service to our goddess. Certainly you will we will collect what we came here to get for her, and we will go together, and you can receive your blessing."
oh, that's just great. Yeah. You know, uh, your goddess has tried to contact us independently. We might be here in service as well. And let me point out the conditional here. Might.
You you did not do this for her? You did not come
Of
here for
course.
her? Oh,
That's what I'm trying to suggest. We might be on the same quest, gentlemen.
yes, she told us. She told us about you,
I
that you
just
were
heard.
coming here.
So she sent you to help us?
She sent us to collect the water.
Then it is our job to make sure you collect said water and return to her with all due expediency. Guys, please come and meet our new friends. And at this point, Val will raise his voice, make sure he's heard
Mm-hmm.
from wherever his friends are right now.
Well, I can see them from where I'm standing
Okay.
or kneeling in the hall. I couldn't see you because you were off to the side, but I could see the four because they were in the middle of the room.
Ah, welcome. You are so clever. You that door had given us quite a bit of trouble over the past week or so.
Oh, are these your friends here?
This one? No. I think he must have met his end some time ago. He looks quite decomposed. Had he had the blessings of our goddess, his fate may have been different.
Mm.
Do they still have all their body parts?
They do, yep.
Okay.
As far as you can tell. I mean, they're all wearing cloaks, I
Yeah,
guess, but there's nothing that
that's true.
really looks too weird. They're, pulling their hoods down and everything. You see hands and all the digits.
So these guys are humans, right? Like there's nothing weird about them, correct?
They appear to all be humans. They all speak basically with like an Ambrian accent.
And is it by the way they behave or they dress, could we extrapolate if they were, at least in the past, members of Senia's expedition, or this is a totally different party
They're
not associated with Ordo Magica?
no, their robes are definitely different. They're wearing black cloaks, like black not to be confused with black cloaks, but they're like their
Whoa,
literal
thanks for the
clothing is
jams,
black.
man!
And hey, Kamas, thank you for the cheer. Appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Um, their dress is very simple. Um, you could probably see some evidence that it's fairly dirtied at the bottoms of their cloaks, and they themselves look pretty filthy, like very greasy hair, kind of heavy body odor coming off of them.
And brothers, how long ago did you make it over the Titans?
The one in the back who probably has at least 15 years on the others.
Mhm.
Will say I spent 5 years on the Titans.
5 years.
I met
Mm.
I met some people, stayed with them. We had a small community that we stayed with. It seemed like a safer bet. I had heard stories of conscription, and I didn't have it in me for another war.
Mm.
But eventually, I needed to move on. I came here, came to the forest, and met others, and came into the grace of our goddess. Now she gives us divine protection, and so we look to repay her by finding the divine water that she seeks, the nectar that she seeks. He'll probably indulge you a little bit and tell you that the the people that he stayed with in the Titans, they were all worshippers of the executioner. So they didn't come to Ambria immediately because of religious fears of religious persecution. And he basically tells you, but my God is strong with me. He guided me here to these woods and led us to her. There is no doubt that she is his avatar. And he speaks just like your friend Tonsil. He's imprinting his god on this spider and like suggesting that she is a prophet of his god, even though he's not a Prios follower.
Did you ever come across Mal Rogan?
You know Mal?
I knew somebody that
I
actually.
could have chosen to have him be a part of this group actually, but
Oh, really?
Really?
I thought that would have been like a weird. I don't know. I went back and
Little
forth on it.
crossover.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would have been too much of a distraction.
I know. I knew somebody that actually took his hand.
Yes,
I haven't seen him. Jamila was his name.
yes, I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him though.
Well,
I heard he
Mal's
just wanted to
looking
be a
for him.
farmer. You
Mal
were?
is Mal is looking for him.
Still? I thought he killed Mal Rogan.
Well,
Oh,
you said he took his hand. He didn't destroy it. Shame on him.
hope he's okay.
It's his phylactery. So until it's destroyed, Mal Rogan will continue to come back. So he's got some side story out there that we don't know what's going on with him. He's got a killer stalking him around.
That's awesome. Well, let's go forward. Let's
Blessed day when two groups can join forces to
Yes.
achieve the same goal.
mhm.
It's always a blessed day. And
I'll get
Val
I'll
will
get up
will
off my knees since we're not
yeah.
fighting or get to my feet.
Now you can't see Val's face, but he will make sure to make physical contact to give you the heads up to be alert around this forest.
Oh, I'm always alert. I'm a pariah with people who aren't elves, trolls, and dwarves, so I don't interact much with other people.
All right. So they'll begin to go forward and just kind of follow along behind you, Vesper, as you all make
Oh,
your way.
great.
And I will
Oh, I'm
declare
an
that I'm
old
keeping.
lady. I'm going to let them go ahead of me because I'm a little slow, and also because I'd rather have my bow at their back than be in front of them.
They, they
So,
they don't seem to have a problem with that. They if you wave them past,
yeah.
they don't seem to be too suspicious, or at least they're not playing that way. So they kind of all gather up and get into this room, and a lot of kind of rubble strewn about. There are kind of these 4 stone tables that are standing uh, around the room, completely clear. Although there's kind of like shattered pottery and things like that, kind of scattered about. Um, so likely different vessels that maybe were at one time actually sitting on the tables that, for whatever reason, got discarded or looted or whatever. There is a body right here as well.
I'm gonna check the body.
All right. I guess we'll start with a medicine check if you want to try to get those details.
Medicine is oof. 13.
Uh, so as you kneel down, this is the body of a woman. There is a black scorching on the wall. Um, kind of right here. And her body has been cut numerous times. The piercing weapon. Um, you're thinking maybe short sword or so, like that kind of a size of a stabbing kind of motion, like
Mm-hmm.
dozens. Quite a bit of blood underneath the corpse, which is starting to decay.
And anything on the person?
There is a knapsack
The man or
nearby.
woman or take a look in there.
Open it up. You'll find a rolled up paper that looks like it's a recipe of some kind. It's got kind of like an ingredient list and measurements. Um, there's also 2 small vials of kind of a purplish looking liquid stoppered.
Yeah, like alchemical stuff, something for a ritual.
There's also a leather case that's filled with I don't know, the kinds of tools that you'd expect a anthropologist or archaeologist to have. It's like little chisels and little maybe little acids or whatever to kind of like make etchings and
Mm.
little like spyglass kinds of things to read small print, uh, those kinds of things.
This could be one
Chisels.
of Master Senia's exploration team.
Yeah, are they wearing the same kind of gear?
Same kind of gear, yep.
Best where you want to check to see what this scorch mark is about. Where it come from? Where it
Um,
came from? Since you had so much, you
sure,
figured out the other
sure.
room.
Where am I? Am I in the doorway here? Yeah. And you said it was like along this wall, the scorch
Yeah,
mark?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, and if I could see any of the vials, I have proficiency with poisoning.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
don't know if anything looks like what would be in my poisoning kit,
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah. If you
just to
look
see
at
if
that,
that's related, you know.
Let me see if I have it in here. I have to grab a book quick.
Okay. Because, sometimes when you mix the chemicals together, unpredictable things can happen.
Yeah,
Most of the things I
spontaneous.
mixed just are internal, but
Have you ever
what
mixed
did
anything where you spontaneously combust?
no, but there are exothermic reactions that can exert quite a bit of heat sometimes.
Hey, Aegis Pro, thank you for the follow. Saw you jump into the Discord earlier, so thanks for coming and hanging out with us here tonight. I'm just looking up. So the the vials, like you probably don't even really have to inspect the vials based on your expertise because that parchment that's wrapped up that recipe, you're able to like put together just from the ingredient list exactly what it is. It is an elixir called purple sap.
Oh,
It is made from the lily of the valley flower.
yeah, were they those purple flowers that weren't affected by the darkness, right? Or whatever
Yep.
the hunger thing that okay.
So the flower has a kind of a cleansing property, a resistance to corruption, um,
Okay.
and that's what this elixir does. Is it can remove um, temporary corruption.
All right. Well, it doesn't solve our scorch mark question, but gentlemen, this might be useful. And I'll explain that. I don't have to repeat it.
Oh,
So you might want to take these vials. We could put them to use, perhaps. And then
The
I will look at the scorch mark to see if it
sure.
makes any sense.
Uh, as to like just what are the cultists doing right now? They're moving about. They're like picking up like all of like the objects that have been smashed on the ground. Like it looks like
Maybe
they're
don't touch things, guys. We don't know what happened here. What if you touch something that sets off a trap, like the door you had so much trouble going through?
we
Just
must
stand still, boys.
we must find
Don't
the
touch.
water.
Yes, but we have to be smart about it. Otherwise, this could be you. And I point to the scorch mark on the wall.
Hmm. They'll come and kind of take a look. Everyone's like crowding around you as you're looking at the wall. Um, the blast on the wall. It's maybe like a meter in diameter. Like it almost looks like a blast came from. It looks like it, something it shot it off from like the southern part of the room at an angle and like hit that spot. Probably like a mist, like a firebolt or something like
Okay.
that.
All right.
you guys
Well, and
notice there's a
I'll tell
passage here?
Val that because he was helpful before with the traps. So I'll mention. I don't know if there's anything over there. I can't see well from here, but you might
Yeah.
want to see.
Let me. Is there
Yeah,
any
let's
kind of writing on these walls over here or anywhere?
Writing in this chamber, no.
Oh, wait. I think I can see
You're
something ahead.
looking to the
Yeah,
north there.
yeah,
Absolutely. You've got a torch in hand.
yeah.
Probably from what you can see is like you see a long hall with pillars.
I'm gonna go
Hey
in.
guys,
I think.
down here to the south, there is what looks statues, and
Yes.
one it particularly would have had a very clear ballistic path to the dead body and then the scorch mark on the wall. Just
Yeah, I
saying.
stepped to the side to not be in that. that
Just
line.
saying. Yeah. We might want to check here for a sec, just making sure there's no danger coming from the back.
Yeah, you can
Just
check. I'm gonna go forward here.
you can check.
Let's not all go different directions. This place is not a safe
So
place. We should really.
I'm gonna pause right there.
He starts ignoring us,
Uh-oh.
Vesper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the cultists also like take as soon as you say like, "Oh, there's something over here," they look down there as well. They see like a pillared, like a very ceremonious chamber. Like oh, this must be the place. So they start following behind you. But as soon as Dario and these cultists start moving that direction, there's noise that starts happening from the tunnel that Val, you're looking down there. They're actually not statues, but suits of armor.
Oh God.
And
Guess what happens now?
one of them, this one right in front, like animates. It pulls out a short sword and it's animated and starts to move. So we will, let me just get this guy on my tracker here, as well as it's kind of interesting. I wasn't really expecting these cultists to be here at this point, but that's interesting. So we'll see what happens.
Cannon fodder.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Uh, Alex, I will give myself disadvantage and give both Dario and Vesper advantage to their initiative roll.
Okay. If you guys want to roll your initiative again and then just tell me what the higher number is, I can adjust it on my side.
What did I roll a 14 with
Well,
disadvantage? I'm lucky. I rolled a 17 with disadvantage, so I don't know how is that even technically possible. But anyway,
that
Yeah.
is very nice.
My high one is the one that I rolled there. 17.
Robin, do you need me to
Yeah.
adjust?
No,
Oh, you're good.
mine was a one the second roll. Well, a one plus five total. So it didn't show up, but I saw it roll. So we'll stick with the 14.
Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna begin, and this cultist here is up first. He's gonna move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll strike up a torch. And he'll just say, "Brothers, I see it." Val, it is your turn.
I was about to say that there might be danger from the south, but guess doesn't matter now.
I was
So
listening, but no one listens to the dwarf either. So
so Val will move closer to the wall, get a defensive flanking position, and get ready to attack the first enemy that comes within range with his axe.
Okay, that sounds good.
And let me see. I will issue squad orders, not to brace, because it seems it's going to be like a movement situation. So I will basically issue the order stand fast, which gives advantage on saves or ability checks to resist movement effects. I don't know if it's going to be, probably it's not going to be useful, but better
Yeah,
than nothing.
sounds good.
yeah.
A couple of the cultists are up next, and they are going to move 5, 10, 15. Um, I'm gonna just Dario's up next, so I'm gonna describe what you're seeing. So as you come into this long vaulted chamber, there is a staircase that rises to a dais where there is a throne, and upon the throne is a headless, mummified body that is holding a spear. Did I put this in here? I wonder. I don't think it did. I'll just hold it up to the screen so you can see it. If it'll show. But that is
Ooh.
the
Oh, and that's Dario with
old.
his torch.
Yeah. But
Whoa!
the body is like maybe not like a giant like D&D giant, but maybe like a Goliath. Like
It
he
seems like a giant.
he probably could stand and be maybe 9 feet tall.
Wow.
So
Shit.
much. I don't know. Maybe some barns were larger people, or maybe it was just
Ye-
this one individual. But indeed, the body seems
Well,
quite large. But there's also kind of in the corner over here, you can see that there is a stone table, and on it is this kind of weird looking carafe that's molded from, it looks like like black volcanic glass, and it has like a really thin like stem, or I guess that's what you'd call it, the stem, and then like there's like the spout at the top of that. It's kind of exotic looking. But it's the only object that is sitting on that table over there. And then you also would see that there is a door here made of bronze that seems etched with runes.
okay.
So, um, this cultist is just gonna dash and like move over, to the table. That's all. His whole turn is just like getting over there, but he's clearly moving
Mm.
towards the carafe.
Mm. Okay.
As
Uh,
is this guy. They're both kind of inspecting it, looking at it, and then it is Dario's turn.
okay. So I am gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna tell them to step away, and I'm gonna take out the skull with the crown, and I'm gonna grab the carafe, and I'm gonna drink it.
They do not step away. So you're standing behind them, and they're kind of looking. They're kind of blocking you from the table. But you take
Right.
out the skull, and you're holding it, and being
I'm
kind of
holding it.
imperious
Okay.
and intimidating towards them. I'll let you do an intimidation check. That'd be your action.
Okay. My intimidation. Okay. And that is a 15. Oh no, no, 17 plus 2.
17. All right. They're not back, and they're ignoring you essentially. Like they don't. You're being very imperious and talking down to them and saying like hand it over or whatever. They just don't even turn around to acknowledge you. They're kind of consulting with each other and talking in
Oh.
whispers about the carafe.
Oh well, if they're not paying attention, I'm just gonna smack one upside the head and
Maybe on your next turn you'll be able to do that. We're
oh.
gonna go next to Vesper.
All right. I think what I'll do is I'll take my bow out but I'm gonna hold my action in case something comes running towards Val. So
Okay,
if it's in range of Val, if Val, attacks it, then I'll attack it as well.
sounds good.
Because I think I can see something moving down there, but I'm just waiting to see if it'll target us or if it's gonna run past and get the cultist.
This cultist will move ahead 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's kind of grabbing at you, Dario, your shoulder. Um, he's looking at the skull. He's like, "What is that? What is that?" He's gonna try to kind of grapple you, like he's almost he's gonna try to wrestle that skull away from you. Uh, so you make either strength athletics or acrobatics to evade him.
Oh yeah, strength athletics for sure.
He
For
gets a
sure.
14.
21.
Okay, so you kind of rip it away as he's just kind of pawing at you. Show it to us. It could be useful to our goddess.
I was
Um,
trying to say it to these two guys, but they're ignoring me. I need to get that carafe.
and as you're dealing with all of them, there is a glowing red aura that is coming from this passage to the south, and you can feel heat coming towards you, Val, as it moves forward. You see this armored, um, like a suit of plate armor, very antiquated looking, and the sword that is in its hand is starting to like burn hot, like it just come out of the blacksmith's forge.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this, guys. And with this, I'll release my axe.
Hits.
Max damage.
Nice, 13
Nice.
points.
Wow.
And Vesper had a held action also.
Right. I'll attack with my bow.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
look at that.
25. All right. And since it's now standing next to an ally, I'll do a little sneak attack as well for 13. Yay!
Nice.
Good teamwork, Val.
So the glowing guard in front of you looks in pretty bad shape. It's got kind of rent this old metal right from its animated body, but it is going to take a short sword attack at you. Well, yeah, it'll attack Val. And I would assume that will miss.
12 will miss.
All right, I think that's the end of the round, so we'll see how many more animate. Okay. You hear the sounds of two more shuffling and rustling within the empty space to the south. I guess I'll roll. Yeah, I might as well. It's making it easy for me, so I'll just roll them each individual initiative. So, oh, that's probably bad for you, though, because one more is at the top of the order. 5, 10, 15,
It's a quick one.
30. And I think since it's not incurring any like distractions on its way to defend its charge. It just kind of ignores Vesper and Val and continues forward and goes to the audience or the burial chamber. It becomes Odaku's turn. Um, he's gonna move ahead here. And I think he's just gonna get kind of Dario in your face a bit. And he's gonna try to shove you out of the way. So get another like resist. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so he's gonna do a strength check.
That's a 20. 30,
But you have
20.
advantage there, remember. That's
Oh.
exactly, it's the stand fast plays, apparently plays a role here
Oh,
against
not
resist
20.
movement effects.
So he's unable to like really like meaningfully push you around, but like he's clearly trying to pull you away, and he's lecturing you a little bit. Let them gather it. So what do you thirst for its power for yourself? You are not. You are not with us. And then it will become Val's turn.
Is it clear to us that the guardians were going straight for the other room?
I think that other one, the behavior of the second one seemed pretty intent on going to the burial chamber.
Okay.
Like it
So Val will.
didn't even look at you. It just went straight ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack, but as I do so, I'll say to Vesper, "Hey, we should get at the stairs and wait for them there. We're fighting the fight for the cultists here." And after saying
Right. No,
that,
I'm on that same page. The
yeah,
only reason I attacked was because it was by you and you attacked.
I
But
did not.
yeah,
I thought they would have attacked us, but
I know. I
now
wasn't sure
I'm
either.
learning better. 8 more
8.
damage.
All right, it is still up.
And I will start to move around it. And I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Misses.
25, 30, and I will start to move myself into a defensive position, but out of their way.
Sounds good. As you kind of leave, you just hear the creaky, squeaky arm of the armor kind of try to slowly. It's a little too slow. Um, a couple of the cultists are up next, and I think now they're like this one right here grabs the carafe and puts it in his pouch. This one right here is going to turn around and attack you. Dario.
No, that misses. Oh wait, no.
No,
16?
12 is on the dice.
Yeah,
16 to
my
hit.
bad. Did that armor give me anything?
Oh, you strapped on some of the breastplate?
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
breastplate, so
Wow.
I want to say it's like 15 plus dex, but I don't know.
Oh,
for sure.
okay. 15 plus dex? Then that doesn't hit me.
I don't know that for sure.
I'm checking.
Check it out. Let's see. Breastplate is 14 plus dex.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, it still doesn't hit me. That gives me then 17.
What are you holding in your hands right now? You have a torch and the skull.
Oh no, at this point I would have dropped the torch and I just have the skull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is your turn, Dario.
So I am going to take the skull. I don't know if this is gonna work. And I'm going to put it up above me and show it to those guards. And then give a command to attack the cultists to protect me.
Nothing happens.
Oh. All right, then I'm gonna kill the guy. Then well, I have to take out my short sword then.
Sounds good. Vesper, it is your turn.
All right. So Val is blocking the stairway over there, right? Like, is he able to kind of stand in that stairway so that like the cultists couldn't run by or like that?
Yeah,
Does
you could
that?
defend it. You could
Okay.
block it.
All right. Then I think I'm going to I'm going to hope these creatures are going for the other room, but I'm going to shoot first at the one we've been attacking, just because I already probably pissed that one off. So I'll try that to
We've
attack
already got
that one.
aggro on this guy.
Right. Yeah. So a 19.
Yep, hits.
All right. And then just
Oof.
5.
It is still standing.
All right. And then I'm going to hobble over 25 feet and try to hide behind this little thing.
Sure.
Bonus action.
Yep, you could do that.
Okay. We'll see how good I am at hiding. I'll duck down. Don't pay any attention to the old dwarf kneeling behind this table.
It passes right by you. And like it's like the horror movie. Like you're just like waiting there. It's
Holding my
within
breath.
inches of you, and it just the squeaking, clanking armor just passes right by you. All right, one of the cultists is up now. Basically, all of the cultists have their direct attention on you, Dario, and they're gonna go for blood at this point. And that one will miss.
Yes.
All right, this glowing guard over here is gonna start to clank, and it's like pieces of its armor are like falling off. It's in pretty bad disrepair as it moves over to take a swing at Val. 15.
That's what he needs.
Oh,
And there's a little bit of fire damage on this, but all in it's 6 points of damage. But if you need it broken out because of some resistance you have, just let me know.
No, no resistant. Yeah,
And I think
6 damage taken.
we're at the bottom of the round. I gotta see how many more are coming up. One more awakens. I should probably mark these two.
Oh, just so you know.
Yeah, because I'll
Yeah.
forget. And we're at the top
Whoa.
of the third round.
Wow.
Oh, and that guy's
Yeah, I
up right
hope
away.
Dario gets rid of that skull and kind of hurries up there.
Guards are moving. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to attack this cultist. And miss. Odako is up. And he will attack with his grappling axe.
Well, that sounds like a fun weapon.
and miss.
And miss. Val, it is your turn.
Okay, Val will gonna attack this poor creature that inadvertently he attacked and attracted to himself. Stupidly, I would say.
We didn't know. We didn't know any better.
didn't
Come
know.
on. You weren't
Yeah.
stupid. You were trying to protect us.
And
Any
it
more damage?
goes down. All the armor goes
Okay.
clamoring to the ground.
And he will say, Vesper, Dario, let's get the hell out of here. Follow me.
Check that out.
Well, as soon as we got to put the skull back.
Well, how do you know that that's where the skull needs to go?
I ran past the doorway and saw there's a throne in there.
Okay. Well, then I'll stay here. Sorry, I didn't see anything in the other room. That's why I'm asking.
Right,
Acting like I
right.
don't know. Yeah, okay.
You didn't know.
Cultists are up. Big scuffle happening here. Dario's armor is holding up. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. That cultist has it in for you.
But it's not a huge roll. It's only 5 points on a crit, so.
Nice.
But it's a confidence booster for them. The next guy's going to attack.
No.
That one misses. Dario, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to attack this guy here. Oh, that's right. I don't have any weapons on my thing. What's the short sword? I don't know what the damage is. Oh,
D6.
4, and it's a strength, right? I add strength.
Or
bonus.
dex. You could do dex on a short sword also.
Better. Which one's better? Oh, my strength's better. +4, so that's 18.
Mm-hmm. It'll hit, and it's D6 damage.
D6. 6. I could just do him. Measly 2.
Well, what about your modifier?
Your
Oh,
dex
well, strength, right?
or dex, whatever is higher.
Yeah, so that's 4. 2 plus 4 is 6.
6 total.
Yep.
He is still up. But yep, that's the guy that has the carafe.
Yeah.
Vesper's turn.
All right. I'm going to peek into this area here. And oh my goodness, would you just, what are you doing back there? All right. I don't know which one has
Would you-
what, but I feel like the guy that looked the scariest was him,
Yep.
Adako or whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
he
aim
kind
for
of seems
him.
like he's maybe like their leader.
He was the one doing all the talking
Yeah.
before, right? So I'll try to shoot at him. Oh, missed
That one misses.
terribly. Sorry about that. Oh, come on, I was hiding.
You're
Don't I
like
hit-
your arrow like shoots and like hits the mummified body that kind of like almost like slumps a little bit, and you're like worried, like uh-oh.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be much help to him. All right, I'm going to just take a little bit of movement back over this way then.
All right, this suit of armor 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that your back, Dario? He's gonna swing with a short sword.
Mhm.
Misses.
Thank God.
Cultist. This guy's gonna turn around and kind of focus on the suit of armor that he is dealing with. So it's becoming a very confusing battlefield. He misses. And potentially a very crowded one. We're at the end of the order. I gotta see how many more animate.
Oh my God.
2 more.
They can't be infinite, Val. They've got to stop sometime.
Can they? Can they? Can they?
Yeah, did you guys go in there to see? Like, did you see how many?
No,
Or-
I didn't
No.
see any of them.
No, I saw at least 3, but that's all I saw when I was passing. So
All right. Top of the round. These guys are good. These glowing guards are always like right at the top.
Yeah.
So this guy at the back, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna attack with this cultist.
God damn it.
Misses.
Fuck. They can't do the dirty work for me. Shit.
I know.
They're old. They're really old. That one will hit. Deals 9 points of damage. This one's still up, but badly wounded. And there is... This must be one that's still down. Yep, one of the newly activated ones. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Moves into the burial chamber. Becomes Odako's turn. He's
What's
still...
he gonna do?
He's gonna attack you.
Hmm.
A 20. 20 hits, right?
Yeah.
And that is 7 points of damage from him. Val's turn.
I was looking at Vesper. What are we doing here?
I'm holding up fingers of how many people I saw, trying to just describe. He's not getting, he's surrounded. in there.
Dario! He starts screaming, Dario, get the hell out of here! And I guess it will move to get us a look at the situation. Oh shit!
I know,
Um,
right?
oh shit! Um, I don't know. I think it's a bad idea to engage them until
Our
until
goal
we
was
know we.
to, yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know what to do here. I guess I'm doing nothing this round. I guess I'm being totally taken aback from the tactical situation I see and don't know what to do. I don't want to attack them because they're going to attack us.
Go for the
Yeah,
cultists.
I'm gonna say, Dario, get the hell out of there. Come over here.
Yeah, don't worry. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Just checking. I think we had. Oh, Gabe, you did a donation an hour ago. Sorry about that. I missed that. So
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I'm going to say. There's only 3 of you. I'm going to say each of you gets 2 rerolls that you individually can spend and use. So
Nice.
not going to do the pool
Nice.
thing. Just mark
Yep.
down and track it for yourself that you got 2. So thanks for the
Okay, thank
donation,
you.
Gabe. Appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Um,
I thought someone else would donate you rerolls, so I did. I'll do my part, but hasn't happened. So
I don't think with all the attacks and things that I'm managing, I probably don't need them. I think you guys probably need them more than I do.
yeah.
So Val is pleading with Dario to come back out and just kind of assessing and waiting to see how this maybe plays out between all the actors involved. The cultists are up. This one up here, the one that has the carafe, is struggling with Dario. He's going to attack with his spear. 17.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed.
Four points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
The other, his buddy next to him.
Oh my
Ooh, crit.
Oh,
God.
man.
9 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And then it's Dario's turn.
All right. I'm gonna open this door.
No, what are
hold,
you doing?
Move in
Another
here.
room?
hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
so
hold
well
on,
the
hold on.
first time.
Okay.
No, Dario, no.
You turn to. You're not able to open it.
I'm not able.
You're
Okay,
not.
then
You,
if I'm not
you-
able to open it,
Well,
then
but you just you're attempting to. So you go to the door. You're struggling. You find
yeah.
that it is sealed, and as you're trying to
Okay.
open it,
Can I stab this guy?
no, you took your chance on the door, and unfortunately, it
Oh,
doesn't open.
okay.
Um,
Yeah. Well, it's been nice. It's been
Yeah.
fun.
Nice knowing you.
you see,
Yep.
We
like
don't
the
have
the
anybody.
reason, and you see when you try to open the door, the runes flare
Mm,
up. It is magically sealed.
mm.
Um, Vesper's turn.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, there's more of them than the last time even. All right, I guess I'm gonna try again for Odako, that guy,
Yep.
because I'm figuring maybe if we can stop the cultists, the other things will stop being so angry. So that's my thought. So
Hits.
20. All right. Is Dario by him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So I get to actually do some sneak attack. There's just so many people. I can't tell who's in there. So 11 to him
All right. That
damage.
first
Piercing.
damage on Odako. He's got arrow sticking out of his back.
Oh, I did better that time. All right. Well, then just step back. I don't want to get blasted by any fire or anything.
Glowing guard here is attacking Dario. Misses.
Nope.
The next one up must be this guy about down here. Coming from the origination chamber, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20,
God.
25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there is a cultist here that is defending himself against the glowing guard. Gets a nat 1. I'll say he just drops his spear and is disarmed. You hear one more guard activate in the room to the south.
Jesus.
This is
I
nerve-wracking.
think we're smart to stay
What
in
a
this room,
nightmare.
Val.
Yeah, we're smart, but the tactic situation is against Dario.
I don't know what's taking him so long to just toss the skull and get out of there.
Miss. These two guards are attacking this cultist at the south of the order, but
Jesus Christ, man.
they're just they're old.
God,
They're really old.
but
5, 10, 15, 20. Third time's a charm. There we go.
Oh, yay.
That cultist goes down. Odako is up. He he's pleading. He's pleading with the guy that picked up the craft. He's like, "Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll bring it to our goddess. You deal with him. You will die gloriously. We will write, you know, heroic hymns of how you sacrificed yourself for her."
wow.
So that is what he's doing. And he'll take the dodge action while he's doing that. Val, it is your turn.
Do we hear noises back from the south? There's another armor that got animated right now.
Yep, you hear one more kind of creaking to life.
Okay. Is there a clear indication at this point what the armors are reacting against? Does it seem like they're reacting to people being in that room, or does it seem they're going to a specific thing?
They animated when they all entered the burial chamber. And I don't know, probably best you can tell, they're trying to clear the chamber of intruders.
The chamber. Okay, so I'm staying here for the time being.
Yes. Don't go up there.
And I'm gonna tell Dario, if you don't come right now, you're gonna be dead meat. So you better listen to me. Do whatever gotta do, but get out of there right now. And he will ready the action to attack any enemies that attacks him. He doesn't expect any to do that. It's just gonna be a preventive defensive measure.
Sure. The cultists are up. This one complies, and he hands the carafe to his ally. That is his turn. The other one is attacking Dario. A 19 to hit.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
10 points.
Oh, jeez.
Done.
You go down?
Death
Oh,
saving
no.
throws, I guess.
Okay. And it is your turn, so you could start with the first one.
Roll a 20, because
Let's see. Do I have advantage on this?
no, you got 2 rerolls. So
One
Success.
success. Vesper. Now you just heard. You heard a body collapse. I guess you don't know whose body it was.
Oh, you have a feeling.
Well, then I peek, excuse me, and I see, yeah, Dario's down, huh? Well, I don't know. I am just gonna keep shooting at cultists until we. Val, Dario's down. I'm not going in there. I don't know what to do. So I'll
The
just
same
shoot
guy.
at.
Then I'll say,
Um,
don't shoot the
Little taco.
cultists. We need them to fight these creatures. I'll say, do whatever you want, but
19
I
hits.
had already said I
yeah,
was shooting
yeah, yeah.
at the
Please,
guy with
please
the carafe. So
kill him. Kill him, please.
I will. I
Oh,
figure a
oh,
19 hit.
I'm sorry. He took the dodge action, so you have to roll it at
Oh,
disadvantage.
that's right. Sorry.
I
Here, let me
forgot.
try. I'll roll another one. 15?
15, I think, still hits, but let me just check that. Yes. Oh, no, sorry. He's got armor on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 17.
All right. All right, then I miss anyway, so. Oh, sorry. I just thought, they're trying to get out with that carafe. Okay, and then I just go back to where I was.
This glowing guard here is going to attack Odako at disadvantage. Misses. Let's see. I think the last one that's emerging here, 5, 10, 15.
Funny because all we keep seeing are it's like a conveyor belt of these guys every time.
He's going to swing around the throne and attack this guy over here. And he misses. Top of the round. More. This guard moves in, steps in to attack Odako. Still at disadvantage. Oh, he hits despite him dodging.
Wow.
This one's got a little bit more oil in the joints. 10 points of damage to Odako. He's still up. Okay. 2 more glowing guards. Attack. Disadvantage. Miss.
Oof. Those were some bad rolls.
And it's pretty much just a wall of guardians up there at this point. And it becomes Odako's turn. He's got the carafe, but the way out is obscured. He's gonna try to push past and shove down one of these guardians. Probably not with a 10, but we'll see. Yep. Tie, no change. He's just kind of struggling. He's pushing against the armored guardian, but it does not budge. Val, it is your turn.
Val peeks in, sees the situation. Damn. Vesper, I think we need to let them finish clear the room before we engage them. Engaging it now, it's a bad idea, but I will start attacking one of the guards because we have to get there. Don't shoot at the cultists. And I'm gonna throw one of my throwing axes at this guy, I will say.
Which
Well,
one
I
was
am
it?
concerned about. Oh, sorry. I was
Come on.
responding to Val. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Were you able to see this guard here?
Oh, I'm over a guard? No.
There's
Where is
one.
it?
Yeah, there was one right in front of you. Is it not visible?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why it's visible to me. Sorry.
Huh. Oh, there's something weird going on with the lighting there, I guess. Sorry. Let me add
Yeah.
just there. Maybe that helps.
Oh, okay. Then I will attack this guard.
Okay.
Because it makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I was going to respond to Val, though. I mean, I can do it on my turn, but just the concern about the carafe, because, I mean, I could hear them fighting over it. They were talking about this nectar. I'm not sure. Like, I guess they're trying to take it for their goddess, but I don't know what's going to happen if any of them drink it.
That hits.
Oh, that is a good concern. I have no idea either. So I'm distracting one now for 8 points of damage. So let's finish this one up.
Sounds good. Takes a little bit. A couple of the cultists are up. This one here is going to step over Dario and make an attack. Or I think they're just going to push. They know that they're overwhelmed. They need to get out of here. Okay, they managed to knock this one prone. And are going to use that. So he gets to right there. Okay. Another cultist is up. He also is going to he's going to disengage. He gets to there. All right, death saving throw from Dario.
Ooh.
Use your roll. Use your roll.
Reroll. Yep.
Yeah, you want it. Because I don't think we can help you from there.
I don't think any of us can heal.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I have, all I have is Lily of the Valley stuff, which does
Lily of the
smells nice,
Dario.
but yeah, doesn't really
If I
help.
let that count as a failure, I still come back, right? The round still
Yeah.
comes back to me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend the last one.
Sounds good. Vesper.
All right, I'll take 10 feet of movement, and I'll shoot at the guard in front of Val. I'm going to follow directions. Captain.
Nice.
19.
Hits.
All right.
Ooh.
13.
All right, it looks to be about half the suit of armor still standing there.
And then I will just take a spot by the stairway here. In fact, I'll just bonus action to be able to take another step back. So I'm trying to block it. In case, I don't know, I saw some of the cultists coming, so if they make it past Val.
A couple of attacks are happening, some of them looking quite poor form, but this one was against Val, a 23 to hit.
Of course,
Oh, definitely
that's
will
when
hit.
they hit. No.
Definitely hit.
10 points of damage.
The one on me hits, of course.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Right?
said. Like they all are like old and decrepit, and then that one hit.
Here we go.
This one misses. He's attacking Odako.
Of course.
Top of the
Of course.
round.
If they're attacking a taco, then they can.
The one that
Odako,
the
not a
one that
taco.
is prone stands up, blocking Odako's path. He's going to attack him. Hits. 8 points of damage to the cultist. He's looking pretty rough. This one's going to attack the cultist that just got to the south of the line. Ends up hitting him for 6. He's still up. He's got one hit point left. This guy will move and try to finish the job. Misses.
Not with it.
They just can't get they can't get the kill. It's Odako's turn.
There's so much going on in there.
He's gonna take.
This is not cool, guys.
I'm gonna say he takes. He's just going to. I think he's gonna risk it. He's gonna try to bolt and take all of the attacks of opportunity.
Ooh.
Oh, that hits.
Oh. Oh.
So 7.
done.
He's got 20 hit points. I'll tell you what the score is. So he's down 7.
Okay. Okay.
Try to make it as entertaining as possible. Watch me push a button and see numbers
No,
fly
that's
past.
awesome.
Okay, 17 is what he needed. So he's got 2 hit
That was a
points
good hit.
left.
He's down.
Ooh,
He's
He's down.
these guards are on
That's good.
fire.
Down.
Got
Yep.
him.
Got him right as he moves right here. He goes down. Val, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I already made a mistake, so let's try to finish this. I should have waited one more round. But here you go, statue. Statue, I mean, whatever you are. Armor. Oh, come on.
7 more. All right.
7 more.
Cultist. Is going to move over here. His action is going to be to kneel down, grab the carafe. 10. He's going to move away. This guy still has his attack of opportunity. Crit.
Yes.
Ooh,
He's going to almost
Brutal.
assuredly go down.
brutal.
Oh, no,
Yeah, this is the guy that only had 1 hit point, so he drops.
no.
The carafe is now advanced by 5 feet. This looks like a football match.
Hey,
like
Yes,
he's
it
moving.
does.
Team Spider still has 1 player on the field. And it is that cultist's turn. He kneels down, grabs the craft. There's no more attacks of opportunity from the guards.
But
That's his action.
He's got a guy in front of him. Right.
15. 20. Yeah, he'll get there. He'll risk it.
Oh.
Hits him.
Wow.
10. He's still up. Okay. Dario, death saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna change that to 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's 2 fails.
Oh.
That'd be 2 fails.
I'm not gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna wait another round.
Wait till the one that the big drama one.
Mm-hmm.
Vesper.
All right. Well, I will. Jeez, I'm gonna try to help out Val by attacking the guard that's in front of him, and yeah. Let's see if I can hit. Oh no, that was a bad roll.
Reroll.
I want to
please.
re-roll that. Yes,
Sure.
I will re-roll that.
No.
Mm, it's not great. A 12.
12 will miss.
Yeah. Man, that sucks. All right, I guess I'm gonna bonus action move back to the stairway. Sorry.
I don't know what's looking worse for, if Team Spider or Team whatever we are, but it
Yeah.
look good.
This one will attack you, Val. And miss.
Misses.
The one in front of you will attack. Miss. And there is one more over here. We'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll just kind of move up behind the others. Top of the round. The guards are starting to reposition themselves.
But we don't hear any others from the south?
Nope.
Okay.
No more seem to be coming forth, at least on the regular interval there.
Okay.
Val.
You're not gonna like this Vesper, but I need to disengage now. They're gonna
No, I think
surround
that's a
me.
really good idea. Yeah.
So disengage and then move myself here, here, 15, 20, 25.
Sorry.
Yeah, I need to move. I need to stop there. I cannot move 30.
I just didn't want that guy to get out of here with
No,
the
no, no. I know,
crap.
I know, I
So.
know. But we need to move into the tunnel so that I can face one at a time. Otherwise, I'm down for sure.
I totally understand.
The cultist is frantic. Moves, right up to you and is going to attack Val. Out of my way.
Bastard.
Ah,
Oh,
It hits.
no.
4 points of damage.
That's gonna be your last mistake, pal.
God, kill that fucker.
Dario, this is the one. This is the big roll, potentially.
What is that? What is that? Okay, I got one reroll.
You don't need
go.
it.
There we go.
2 successes, 2 fails. Vesper.
I guess I'm gonna go for the cultist. That's standing
yeah, at this
right there.
point.
Yeah. All right. See if I can hit him.
Yes.
19?
Hits.
Okay. Well, I'd hope so, I guess. I don't know. 12
Oof.
damage.
You shoot. It goes right through his chest and actually breaks the leather strap carrying his satchel, and he drops and he falls.
Well,
And
that's dramatic.
yeah, then the
Mr.
craft
Drama over
just
there.
rolls right out of the pouch and just kind of is laying there on the floor.
Okay. So he's down. All right.
All the cultists are out of the picture.
All right. I know Valid said to move up the tunnel. But I don't want to because I know we need to get that skull back, and I'm not sure if these things are going to deactivate or not. So, I think I'm going to move here and hide to let
Sounds
him
good.
get through the tunnel. But yeah, I'll just hide behind this table.
Work.
Not a very good hide, but I tried.
You can reroll that if you think it's fundamental for you not being seen now.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Okay.
crouch down. I don't have anything. I've been safe in this room so far, and I don't have anything. I didn't pick up the carafe, so
But they, after all the cultists went down, they started attacking me unprovoked. So I guess they're gonna revert to secondary whatever mode they have. So expect possibly
yeah,
something happening.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say they all move like right there.
No, actually
Val.
not true. Okay, so clearly they stopped there, correct?
Yeah, they just kind of like form up in these 2 rows, short swords out in front of them, and they just kind of idle.
Well, I guess there is a vial being taken from the ground by Val and say, guess what, guys? I'm out of here. For now. It will
Sounds good.
grab it and just making his way up. 5, 10,
You're taking the carafe?
15, 25. Yep. I mean, at me at this point going against 6 of them,
No. I
it's suicide. It's not gonna
just was
happen.
making sure I got it. I'm
Yeah,
writing down what
yeah.
happened. So
Yeah.
All right, Dario, this is the die roll that determines whether you're living or dying here.
I get 2 chances at this. Nope. Okay.
Get
okay.
one more
The
chance.
first is gone, but you
Got
gotta
one more.
roll.
Here we go. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, I'm dead.
oh no.
In your final moments,
Oh God.
you regain control of your body and you hear a voice in your head say, I knew I chose poorly. You've failed me.
You son of a bitch.
And the skull's eyes light up for but a moment. It takes back its control over you and returns to its vessel. So this entire time, Dario has been under the direction of the Symbaroum king.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was trying to
Vesper.
get pissed at you, but now I feel bad. I feel bad.
All right. So, well, I don't know what happened in the other room. My goal is to try to see what's happening. So I come out from hiding and it looks like what is going on in that room?
It
There's
is.
just a bunch of guys, the guards standing there.
It is now quiet as the clanking of metal ceases, as they all just sit still. None of the cultists are still alive; they're lying dead. It doesn't seem
Okay.
like anybody's breathing as you just glance into that room. Um, uh, you give me a perception check really quick.
All right. I suck at those. Yep,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
seems
4.
like still and dark in there.
Okay. But and Dario's is down. I mean, at this point, I'm assuming like he's not getting back up.
Yeah, if you
So it looks
call
like everyone in there is dead.
if you call out for me, you don't hear anything.
No, yeah. I mean, every time I've looked, for the last couple rounds. But the animated, well, the glowing guards are still. Our goal is to get that skull back on the throne. That's what we're supposed to
It's
do,
back.
right?
It's as close as back as I can in this moment conceive. Let's think about this, Vesper.
Well,
It is
okay. I mean,
somewhere,
it
not in
is a
this
fair
hole.
question I have. Is the expectation that the head is put or the skull is put back on the throne, or because we were told we couldn't just like throw it into the tomb, right? So, would Vesper like be content with this just being like on the ground somewhere in there?
You know,
That's a question you can only answer.
I'm gonna make you discontent. You see, the 4 be damned. You look into the room and you see glowing eyes in the skull.
Where is the skull? Just on the ground?
It's laying on the ground. Dario was holding
Glowing
it and like
eyes.
he was like I don't know what he was doing exactly trying to do with it, but he was trying to intimidate or evoke
Oh.
some magical effect, I think, from the skull.
I was,
And it was in his
bastard.
hands, and so it is laying on the ground, and it seems there's some maybe the curse of the thing is still active. You haven't seen the skull
Yeah.
like that since down in the basement of that warehouse.
Bomelo,
Oh
right?
no.
Bomelo is the last time
Yeah.
that we did that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think this is good, Val. I don't think we can leave it like this. It's glowing. There's something going on with that skull. It's not inert. And I'm not gonna go into the room, but I'm gonna take the rest of my movement just to kind of stand right there.
Sounds good.
And I guess I can take the dodge action because why not?
So at this point, I think I'll just drop combat because these things are not moving in this next minute or two. They're just standing there staring at you.
If you're dropping out of combat, if I see Vesper not being attacked, I guess I will descend the stairs again and ask her what do you want to do? Like I
I think
cannot fight 5 of these.
no, I know. I know. I have some ability to I can do a spell that moves me 30 feet, and I'm pretty good at um, running. I know I don't look very spry. I mean, I could try to see if I could just go in there and do
What?
it.
Do
Put
what?
it put it back on his. Put the skull back
Vesper,
on the head.
relax. The moment you touch the skull, this
Well, I'm
creature is
not
gonna
gonna.
do to you. How do you put it back without touching?
That's a good question. I think we need to figure this out. In order to stop the curse, the head needs to be back on the body. The crown needs to be back. So how do we do it without touching it?
I wish we had a very professional football player here who could go in there, grab it, throw it, and just leave. But we don't. So I don't know. I guess I could try to distract them, but I give it a 9 out of 10 that I'm not gonna make it the moment they start attacking me. Too many. They're just gonna surround me.
Yeah. I I I probably could get in there and do it. I don't know if I could get out alive. I have the ability to do another spell that makes me part of the spirit world for a period of time. It takes a little longer to cast that spell though. So it would be a good way to get in, but not a great way to get out. So I could do that spell, go in. I don't know if they'd be able to see me or not, but they could
Hey,
if they're
h-
unfriendly spirits.
how about checking the armor of the dead one, the one that you guys killed? Maybe you can put the armor on and
Didn't you have the armor on? If that was a preventing thing, they wouldn't have attacked you.
no, no,
They
no,
did,
no.
right?
I'm talking about their armor. Remember, like you killed one, right? He's like around here,
Isn't that
no?
the armor that you're wearing though?
Is it?
Yeah. Isn't that the one
Oh
you took in the
yeah.
first room?
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a
Okay.
guy that's missing from the room to the south. If you look at the map, there's one that's not standing in
Okay.
its position.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, Val. This is
I
tricky.
think the best we can do and come back alive is what we've done. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's the voice of reason. Better survive another day and come back at a later date to finish this than die trying and not achieve the result, because I don't see a clear path to get this done. Unless you want to sacrifice yourself, which I'm not asking you to do. In fact, I prefer you not do it because that's just stupid. But
It's
hey,
it's not if it saves. I am a very old dwarf, and I've had these dreams that this skull is going to do so much damage to so many people. It could be worth it if it saves others.
okay, let me
I
ask you one
just
thing though. Let me ask you one
what?
thing. What about the content of this graph?
You take that and go.
But I don't care about it. I just here because in spite of the stupid cultists, the question is perhaps this could empower you. Do we know what this does?
I'm not drinking mystery nectar. That's just how bad things happen. Mystery nectar that's sitting in a
No, no,
tube.
no. Okay, don't drink it. But how about you help me figure out what it is? How
Oh,
about we start
okay.
from the
All right.
basics of
Let's
what is it? What do you think it is? What could you do?
All right. That's a good idea. We'll take a look at the nectar first.
So
And I have a poisoner's kit, and I don't know if anything I have would help. Like it's not alchemical kit, but it's just, I have some things in there that are like, yeah, vials and equipment.
all right, I'm gonna have to ask you to get real specific about what you're doing as you're doing this. So it's in this carafe that
Okay.
is kind of an opaque glass essentially, so you can't
Okay.
really you can't see the liquid itself well enough to like study it just from like visual. And then
So,
the carafe itself has this really
like,
thin stem,
okay.
like
So is there a way to pour some of
like
it
this
into a
wine
vial?
glass thin.
Yeah. Or
So you
like
want to
use
pour
an
it out?
eyedropper? Well, use if I have it, like if an eyedropper could fit, or to pour it into a vial.
Okay,
Yeah.
eyedropper wouldn't be able to reach all the way down.
Okay.
When you hold it, it doesn't feel like it feels almost like there's like it's you don't hear slashing around or anything in there.
The viscose.
You go to tip it out to try to like pour a little bit out, and at first you may think that it's empty because like nothing comes out, but eventually there's like one it's almost like a amber drop that looks very cloudy. Just one single drop like molasses drops out of it.
Hmm. Really doesn't have a lot of testing potential. One little drop. What I don't know. So it's in my little vial. Just like kind of look at it, hold it up to the light, smell it. I'm gonna start with just, those kind of sensory things, I guess.
Um, let me think about that.
Doesn't seem to remind me of anything I've seen before.
I'll say it has almost like a metallic kind of scent to it.
Hmm.
And as you're maybe just using gravity to kind of see like how it reacts as it moves a little bit, it almost seems to change color and like darken, and eventually like it is like black as it's rolling around in the exposed air. And based on like how it came out of the carafe, like there's still like a little trickle or trail of the moisture or the liquid on uh interior of it. You think that there's probably more in there. It'll just take you another couple of minutes to
Oh,
get it to
okay. Gotcha.
pour out. It comes out very,
Well,
very slowly.
yeah. I mean, I suppose like I don't know my chemistry brain, but like just trying to see if it's like does it like is it acidic? Is it a base? Like I would think I would have some things in my kit to try to see if, that kind of stuff to see what it might react to. So if I think there's more left, I wouldn't be so worried about corrupting this, just trying to get some more answers. I'm thinking of it through the lens of the Spider Queen wanted it. And I just can't, now let's kind of say to Val, what would be so special about this that the Spider Queen would want this?
I'll
Well,
so
of course, I
just
don't know.
I'll jump
Oh,
in to
okay.
just answer you're using kind of like mundane methods to test this.
Yeah.
It just gives you like contradictory readings, like
Okay.
it's both acidic and a base. It's like it seems like it's defying all of your
Gotcha.
scientific know-how about how chemicals react to each other. It's just defying all that.
I mean,
I-
the spirit,
Weird.
the spider wants it. It was in the burial chamber of a powerful king. It is important. I don't know what into to what extent and what it does, but I can tell it is important.
After
Can
Maybe
it?
it's the toad blood. Maybe it's blood from that toad.
That's not a far-fetched hypothesis, in fact.
It's got to be something worth, keeping here with the king. And everything we've seen is like his vanquished foes, right?
I mean, we've seen his tomb, we've seen his vassals, their guards. No, I haven't seen vanquished foes.
Well, that's what the murals were depicting.
Yes, the murals were depicting that. Yes.
Hmm. And the crown from a vanquished foe on his head. Well, on the skull and then there was in the background the big toad. We haven't seen anything yet of the spider, but that might have been the other direction. There is a door in the other room too, but I can't read anything from here,
as
and
your
I'm not going in there.
conversation continues on, you've done some tests. Time has passed. Suddenly, you start to
Maybe.
hear the shifting
Uh
of armor and such.
oh. They
Uh,
march
Just
on
great.
by.
Just great. Now
Hmm.
that gives you some time though to do the run in, figure out how to put it back, and run out. Because now you don't have to pass them. You will face them going back up.
That's
Now,
true.
what I can do is start moving some of the stables and create a sort of barricade to slow their access to this room and therefore to come in. So I cannot give you 100% proof chances of success, but if you still planning to do that,
I think we should.
Okay. Well, I trust your instinct on this. I have no idea. So
Maybe you shouldn't, but
what can I do? Is either trust you or don't trust you. And
right.
honestly,
I mean, I trust you. I have good intentions. I am not possessed currently by any
okay.
evil kings. So
Would you tell me if you were?
probably not, because Dario didn't tell us.
Yes. So this doesn't come from me. I'm sorry, Vesper. I do trust you, and I hope you're not possessed. But if you were, I would not know.
No.
Anyway, as this conversation happens, I guess Val starts to move to create as much of a barricade in that small egress that they have to come out of to
Sure.
try to buy time for Vesper, whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, you could upend those stone tables and everything like that. Create a barrier. It would definitely, you saw how capable the iron. They're very old, aged, slow. You probably have bought. It would take them a little bit of time once they activate to get through there. So, you do all of that work. Probably takes you, I don't know, maybe close to an hour to kind of get it the way that you want it, to feel good about it, and then Vesper, you're heading
I'm
in.
going to suggest we not only put the skull back, we put this liquid back. Because,
Oh, I don't want it. I agree with you.
right,
I don't want it.
taking things from this tomb caused problems, and we were
Yes.
told not to take anything,
Yes.
right? So how
Yes.
about I take my vial,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
I
crown?
don't
Okay,
disagree with you at all, or not even a tiny bit of it.
all right.
In fact,
So
please leave the spear where it is. There's a spear
yes,
there.
I
Okay.
won't touch the spear. Well, could I? No, I don't want to use that spear because that's probably okay. I have wow, what do I have that I could use? I have a because I don't want to touch the skull either. I just want to try to put it back on the guy's head.
I
So
can give you what I have, which is a backpack.
I have a dagger. Could I like good like through an eye
I have a
hole
sack. If you want to have a sack and a backpack.
okay. But like okay, can I ask this? This is just Robin trying to remember when did Dario ever touch the skull without having like a cloth or something like that we saw?
I don't
I feel
remember.
like there was in my memory that he had like
Yeah.
first done that and
Yeah,
then
I had it wrapped.
had it so you had it wrapped
So
all the time.
the wrap doesn't work. We have to assume.
Right. That's what I'm
Well,
trying to remember.
it's with constant contact. Because remember,
Well, yeah,
like
but we wouldn't know this.
True,
I'm
that's
just trying
correct.
to, right? I'm just trying
Yeah.
to like go in my mind, like if I would have seen you initially pick it up and then be like, oh no, I need a cloth, like that would be different. But if every time I've seen you with it, you've had it covered, I don't think I would go with the sack. I think I would try maybe a dagger or something like that
Can I
instead.
suggest
Like
that you use the cuirass that has even the ergonomic shape of scooping and it's made of metal?
the what? I
One
don't
of
know
the
if I could lift
cuirasses.
that. Like from the
Just the cuirass,
armrest?
just the plate, just the part that goes back or front. It's gonna be like a square piece. What is it, 25 by 50? Just grab
Okay.
one and use it to scoop it up from the
To
ground,
scoop.
put it where it needs to go, and just leave.
Okay.
Better than a
I could
dagger, I
try
think.
that. I could try that. Well, yeah, I was thinking dagger through the eye hole, lift it up, put it
Oh,
on
well,
top,
yeah, that could
right?
work.
Because that I would felt like I'd have a little more dexterity with that. I don't know. So
Up to you.
I mean, I'm used to my daggers. I maybe will use that.
Do whatever
So
makes you feel
I
comfortable.
like your idea. I'm just afraid I won't be able to control it as well.
Yep.
So, all right, I'm standing at the entryway. And so my goal is to use like 75 feet of movement, which is my, like an action bonus action and yeah, like movement and a bonus action and action if I need to, just to get in there and out, like get
Very
everything where it needs to be.
quickly,
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah. So
All right.
I will do that. I don't know where everything was because I wasn't sure where you were showing, but like if I run, it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 just to
It's
get
like right there. Yeah.
there. Is that where the table is?
The skull is just laying next to Dario's body, but you want to get everything to the table first.
Right. Yeah.
Table.
Yeah.
First.
Well, if the table's on the way, I want to set the liquid back on the table
Yeah,
on the way.
It's like right behind.
Okay.
Them. So
All right, so 10, 15, 20,
as you scurry in there, moving as fast as you can,
50. So that takes me like, yeah, 50. So I'll put those down.
as you move right past the skull, its eye sockets flare to life. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
There it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Mm,
Ooh. Well,
Do you
I
still
think I'm
have
going to
one?
use my second Roy roll on that to see if I can maybe do better.
I got it.
I hope so. No, exactly.
Oh
It's so
God.
bad. I'm sorry,
God.
you guys. I tried.
Drink it.
You start
Drink it
drinking
now.
I drink the liquid.
immediately.
Oh
Yep.
no,
As
this
soon
is
as
horrible.
as
Well,
soon
Val, I hope you're watching so you know.
Yeah, I'm
Now I'm
watching. This is
putting. Okay,
horrible.
so you know to get out of here.
you gain 1 permanent corruption.
Okay.
Val, you see this, right? Like you see that
Yeah,
Vesper
yeah,
stops and starts drinking.
yeah. I'm like, Vesper, what the hell are you doing?
I'm a weak woman. A weak old woman. I just couldn't resist.
I think I'm bunking it. I don't think I'm waiting there to see what happens
No.
next. That would be incredibly stupid.
Start fleeing.
Yes.
All right.
I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Vesper, you gain another permanent corruption, but you gain a +1 to your strength score.
Yay.
Yep.
Okay. So I have 2 permanent corruption.
Yep.
Okay.
And Val, you're fleeing. You're just running up the stairs. You're going past the room that had the big murals. Vesper, you gain another permanent corruption, another +2 to your strength.
Do I have any choices at this point, or am I just gonna
You're
like? I just curious.
completely consumed by
Okay.
King Hurrian,
Gotcha.
and it's like you could feel your identity like fading away as he's like, "Yes, my child, drink, drink."
Drink.
Oh,
Drink.
so tasty. Damn it.
Val, you're like at the front chamber. You could see the daylight as you're making your way out. You're making it to the doors. Vesper, you gain another +2 strength, another permanent corruption. You're growing. You're getting bigger.
Take the spear.
Uh,
And Val, you make it outside. Um, and from the long dark corridors, you can hear Vesper's cackle.
No.
A little bit of bass in the voice,
power.
maybe, but
The power.
yes, there's a little bit of like Ghostbusters 1, possession voice happening. What would Val's next steps be? You're alone. You're in the woods with none of the people that you started this adventure on.
Poor Val.
I think Val feels really run over by a train right now, but he's determined at least to let people know of what that transpired here. So he will try to make it to the outpost, get to the boat,
Okay.
even bypass the goblins totally, just go straight for the boat.
Yeah.
That's the only chance.
You start running, making your way through the woods. At some point, as you get to you get there. It's not that far. It was like what, maybe like a couple miles tops. You cross out of the woods and like get to that clearing where that little outpost was built, and there is still a rowboat there. You'd let the others like kind of go ahead, but they took the one that was originally, or the one that you had like commissioned from the town downstream. That's still there. You get in the boat, and you start to see like the trees and everything just start to like the leaves just start turning black, and you see all the grass and the shrubbery all just kind of starts to the color drain and turns that kind of white. That's that deathly color. Um, that had drained all the vitality of the plants. You start to see that the creeping darkness just seemingly like following you to the boat and then stops. Just a wall of darkness behind you. You can't even see the forest as you start to embark down the river away from this place. And maybe someday we'll see where your story leads you. You're the lone survivor.
Ooh.
Vesper
I
becomes.
mean, I'm not, well, I mean, not technically dead, am I? I'm just,
No, you're a blighted beast now.
I mean,
You're.
After consuming 7 drops, you die, and the king's spirit has
ah,
complete control without any chance of reversal. Um, but, your strength score is like through the roof. And you get,
unfortunately, Constitution wasn't that great.
yeah. But
What was the DC on that Constitution check,
it's
Alex?
a 15.
Okay, so okay, I feared it would be a 20 or something. Okay, 15.
Oh, I know. That was just really poor, poor rolls. Poor rolls. It was a good plan.
That's what I said.
Not a good plan.
But
It was what we were here to do, though. I
Vesper,
had dreams that this was such a bad skull. Now I know why.
it could be that this is, of all the bad outcomes that could have happened here, maybe one of the not maybe not the worst, because the cultists were trying to get the nectar to something that is already morbidly powerful and would have been, maybe not shackled to memories of the past the way that the king is. The spider queen entity probably has some more active harm that it's trying to do in the world by building a cult around it and everything. So it consuming the nectar would have been horribly bad. We never met the thing that was skittering around in the other room, but it also wanted the water. But you never met that thing. And the creeping darkness also wanted it. So
Ooh.
if Val, if
I
you
win.
had the water with you as you were exiting, the
Oh,
the
really?
the darkness would have
Oh.
been a little bit more aggressive in trying to consume that from you because it is an entity of its own that wanted it. Um,
Well, my intentions were so pure. We were going
the
to leave it here.
the reason the creeping darkness can't just go down there is because of the door that Dario tried to open in the final room. Those runes have a seal that doesn't just lock that door, but like prevents that creeping darkness from coming down. So if you mar the runes at all, it will come down and ruin your day down in the tomb. So that didn't
Wow.
happen. But yeah, I guess, Val, do you want to write the epilogue to this, short series? What happens to Val in the coming days, weeks, months after he returns back to civilization?
Val was starting to get attached to his group. And that's something he had not done before. As long as he has memories, and I'll remind everyone that he has very short memories. He does not know who he was or what
That's
happened to
right.
him before. He was just working off with helping the town watch in Thistlehold. Then this whole mission came over. He started getting attached to his team. Now he feels particularly vulnerable, and he's probably going to not even report back to the mayor and just live on the outskirts of town in isolation. Uh, Profoundly scarred by what he's seen and from losing everyone at this point, for one reason or the next, and probably just be like a lonely crazy guy living at the outskirts of town.
Aw.
I hope that the session and the campaign was fun, even though it came to its tragic end. It sort of feels fitting for Symbaroum that it went that way. Um,
It was glorious. It was
Yeah.
a glorious, awful ending.
Mhm.
there's sometimes you just read an adventure module and you're like, oh yeah, I can predict exactly what's going to happen. You know, they're gonna open up the doors. Um, I'm gonna have these cultists come in. They'll have a little cultist fight over here. Like I didn't think that the cultists would just like end up like with you guys like going down there. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. There's a lot of different outcomes that could happen here with these different, when you have different factions, I guess, or
Mhm.
secret
Mhm.
motives with Dario. Also, like, how's that going to play out? I didn't give Adrian like a ton of directive on like how it has to happen. I just said your goal is to get into the tomb and drink this water that's there. That's going to empower you to be its vessel. So
I am so, so glad. I don't know Adrian well, right? So I'm so glad that this was what was going on because I'm like, why is this man actively trying to screw us over? I just was like, what is going on here? So this is really reassuring to me that it wasn't just you trying to be mean
No,
to
not
your
just me.
team.
A
No,
difficult part you've been given to play.
Yeah,
I
So
you
had a
did
you
such
goal.
a
know,
good
you know,
job.
good
You
job.
really did a wonderful job with that.
Hats
You
off.
know,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but what would have happened if I would have drunk if I would have drank that stuff and I would have become him, I would have gone after you guys.
that's what I thought was going to happen. Like I thought there was going to be a battle between the party itself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I told him, don't hold back. Like if you want me to control it because you feel bad doing that, like I can do it, but it probably is more fun if you do it.
Right, yeah,
But
yeah.
that didn't happen. So
No, did not.
man.
That was
And here we
fun.
were rooting for you to get some of those, natural
I
20 death
I
saves,
was
like really
hoping.
trying.
Yeah. And you know what? I thought it was gonna work. Man, I was hoping.
Oh, you were so close.
Oh God, I was hoping that that guy would have died and the freaking that the vial or whatever was there to drink after.
Yeah, it was like a football game. Like gave you were absolutely like it's like people like the fumbles and the whatever. I'm not
Oh
great with sports,
God.
but it was just so funny.
Yeah,
especially with the
yeah.
turn
How
order, like the turn order
yes.
made a lot of things because like had the cult is not gone, like Dario could have easily been the first one to the carafe and like been the
Yep.
first one to
Yeah.
drink
Yeah.
it, and then
Yeah. And then I would have killed those guys first.
Well, and then we might have both run out. I mean, honestly, Val and I probably both would have been like,
Yeah, at
all
that
right.
point, honestly, yes. I don't think you would have tried to do anything, hopefully. So
If we would have seen, but oh, I just really wanted to save the world.
Yeah. Well, now you're a destroyer of the world.
Hmm. I have
Congratulations.
become death.
Yeah.
I should have had one of the cultists like grab the spear or something at some point, but I didn't think of that. It's not.
Man, I was
It's like a cool magic item. It's just a +1 spear, but it on a crit it'll damage your damage modifier as well as the dice. So it's like a
mm,
little
Oh,
bit of an extra boost on a crit kind of thing. So
that's
not
cool.
crazy, but um, there's a bunch of shit in the behind the door. Like there's just a ton of crazy. Some of the things are magical items, but it's just like
mm.
little treasures and things like that. But as soon as you break the door open, the creeping darkness comes down, so you like have time to grab one thing. Which
Oh,
random thing in the room do you want to grab before you get out? If you're more of like a treasure seeking oriented group, that's like a huge like decision.
so
if we
how
would have
did
put the, oh, go ahead.
no, go
Sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if we were able to put the skull back on that. Like, was there a way to break the curse?
Um, the adventure doesn't really specify that exactly because the adventure itself isn't really written with that goal, I guess, in mind.
Okay.
But I was thinking, yes, if you get the skull back on the body, it kind of contains him. That it's the
So we
desecration.
were on the right
Yeah,
track
yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
Yep,
We had the right idea.
yep.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a little reassuring.
what he wanted was a host, you know.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I know. What were you gonna say, Val? You were gonna ask
Well,
something, or Val?
I was gonna say, so now that we've seen all of this, I'm wondering how did the original expedition avoid all of those flame guards, get the skull, get out? That was an impressive feat.
Which one?
Uh,
The guys that took the skull.
The original,
yes,
yeah.
the original one, like
S-
Gorax, whatever is this
Yeah.
guy's
Mhm.
name
So
was.
the body and they didn't is the long answer or the short answer.
Oh,
One of the bodies
Mm.
you guys missed a lot of the medicine checks, so I think you
yeah,
very late.
I failed them all.
So like probably it's inconsistent that I had the guards stop there.
Oh, okay,
They're supposed to chase you all the way out because
okay.
Oh,
that's why
okay.
there's a body of armor in the very first room, and
Scorch marks,
that
right,
one
right.
body is from several months ago. It's very badly decomposed. He's from Gorak's team. The guy that dismembered parts that they failed on the trap a couple of
Mhm.
times. Yeah, those body parts were from Gorak's team also. Um, the body right here that had the recipe, that was Senia.
Asenia. Okay,
Oh.
I was imagining that.
Um, and then one of the bodies in the first room was one of that expedition, and everyone else went to the right, and they shouldn't have gone to the right because it's horrible down there.
Well, we made the
Well,
right call
Yep.
there too. We really tried. We really
you guys did
tried.
all the right call. Honestly, I would have gone right, but I said, okay, you go left.
No.
I'm following you. So,
So the
That's
spider,
funny.
the thing that's down that hallway, and the creeping darkness are all like challenge rating like 14, 15, 16, I think.
Jesus.
So they're like
Oh.
they're the powerful things that you like you can't kill really.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh my
fight
look,
gosh.
dead, that's it.
even the Flaming Guardians, like 1, 2, 3, perhaps we could have taken them. 6 or 7 or 8, no. It's just not.
Just kept coming.
They're not strong, but they have a shitload of APs.
Mhm,
I made a
mhm.
calculation. They had like 40 or more each. So each one of them has more staying power than one of us. So
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't lose a single hit point this
you
battle.
didn't?
Nope.
Good job. Good job.
Nope.
No, no.
I
Hats
lost
off
my
to you as
mind and
well.
my soul, but I didn't lose a hit point.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, the three of you still standing here at the conclusion of this campaign. I'm sure we'll play more Ruins of Symbaroum somewhere down the road, but I'd been wanting to do. This was the campaign that I originally wanted to do when a couple of us played the base Symbaroum system. What was that, a year ago, maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh yeah, so Mal Rogan is suggested to be with the cultists.
Oh
Um,
my god.
so
Imagine.
I did think about that, but I was like, well, Gabe wasn't there.
Right,
'Cause I
right.
didn't want to make it like too weird by like dropping in this like, oh, this is a callback to a game that some of us played, but
Yeah, yeah.
I overthought it. Probably I should have just had him there, but if I'd done that, then this whole thing wouldn't have played out because like you would have fought Mal Rogan probably if he was in the
Yeah,
mix.
yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't do that. But well, cool. Thanks everybody. Thanks for everyone that hung out here tonight. Thank you, Gabe, for the donation. I think we got up to 570 so far for the fundraising effort, and we will have one more game that will keep the fundraiser active for. I think on October 30th. I gotta get a sign up posted, but we're gonna do a Halloween themed DCC adventure. So if you're still hanging out there watching us and you want to catch that, you want to play in that or other games that we've got going on, just jump into our Discord server. But until next time, we'll say goodnight and see you soon. Bye, all.